Hey, what's going on, everybody? Back with another video. I did 5 things I liked and 5 things I did not like about my other car, which is my SVT Ford Focus. So I'm now in my BRZ, and I figured I could do the same thing and basically just go through 5 things I like and 5 things I don't like about my Subaru BRZ. Now, I'm just going to start off with the 5 things I don't like because, they're kind of just nitpicky kind of things. I really do like the car a lot. So I'm just going to let it go and see what happens from there, right? So the first thing I don't like very much about the car is the engine that's in the car. It basically is as good as Subaru could make it from the factory, being that it has ported injection, it has direct injection, it has a high compression ratio, and it's making just about as much power as it can without having any complications. Now, there are ways to add power to the engine, but you're talking thousands of dollars for a significant increase. So you're talking turbo kit, supercharger kit, that kind of thing. There are ways to increase it with just normal bolt-ons, but you're not going to see as much of a jump or an increase as you would if you went force induction. So with that, the other thing that you could do is do a flex fuel kit and run E85. That has shown significant increase in power along with the bolt-ons. So I think that's the road I'm going to go down, is just get E85 kit and do the bolt-ons and get it tuned. So engine is not very high on my list of things that I like about it. So I just figured I'd put it on the dislike list. The next thing that I don't like is the infotainment system. Now, it's better than the system that you get in the FRS or the older, same year as I have, the GT80 or GT86 FRS platform. It has a touchscreen with navigation, satellite radio, Bluetooth connectivity, but it's not as responsive as I would like it to be, unfortunately. Also, the navigation is not as intuitive as I think it should be. There's a bit of a learning curve in order to get it to work properly. Also, what I don't like is the speakers. They sound awful. They're just not as good as some of the other stuff I have. I mean, the sound system in my Focus sounds 10 times better than it does in here. But, again, it's not my commuter car, so it can have shitty speakers for the ride to the track or to the autocross, and then on shitty speakers all the way back. I mean, I don't spend that much time in here that would make me want to swap the speakers out or upgrade the sound system, as it were. The third thing I don't like is the seats. Well, specifically the rear seats. So I'm in the car now, and I just wanted to show you guys. I'm in my seating position. I'm not very far from the steering wheel. I'm sitting comfortably. And if you take a look around back, this is what you have to work with. Okay? That's not very much. So it has a seat, technically, but nobody's sitting back there. There's a shelf at most, so you throw backpack or a helmet or whatever back there, and that's it. Nobody's sitting behind me. Not while I'm in it, anyway. I mean, even the passenger seat, which I can show you guys here, is about the same distance as my driver's seat, and you can clearly see it sucks. I mean, can't do anything with that. So, not exactly sure what Subaru was thinking. Maybe shorter people can fit, but then again, I'm not very tall either, so I might have to be like 5'5", 5'4", and then maybe it could fit, but beyond that, no. So the seats just make no sense whatsoever. Another thing I don't like is the cargo capacity, right? Not that I'm expecting it to haul a bunch of stuff in it, but just the way that it's configured, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So I'm going to go in the back, I'm going to pop the trunk, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean. So bear with me for 1 second. So if you come around the back, open the trunk, right? I mean, it has decent storage capacity, as you can see, but my main issue is this. See this here? Just the opening that you can load stuff into it. And also when you get inside of the car, as you can see, this as well. So what that does is cut down on what you can carry back here. I am able to get my tires and wheels in the back, but this would be so much more what's the right word I'm looking for? It would have more utility value if this was actually like a lift back. So you know how the old cars back in the day used to have the entire from like the glass part here and the trunk be one piece connected, and then the whole thing comes up, and then they have like a little parcel shelf or whatever it is, and that would have been great because then you don't have to worry about the thing in the back covering up, taking up cargo space or any of that. So that is a major ding for me. But you know, again, like I said, I'm nitpicking. I'm not really bitching too much about it. Alrighty, so back in the car again. And the fifth thing that I don't like about this car is, I'm just gonna flat out show you, make it a little bit easier, is this steering wheel. Now, I'm not quite sure what they were thinking when they did it, but I don't really have an issue with how it holds or handles or anything like that. But I do have an issue with this. There's nothing here. There's no controls for the radio. There's no controls for the voice activation, which it has. There's no controls to for anything on the dashboard or anything like that. They moved everything over here. So to me, that made no sense. Only thing on the steering wheel is the cruise control, which is right there. I don't understand it. I mean, even my old Focus has controls that I can access while I am driving the car. I don't have to take my hands off the wheel to change a radio station or change the band or change the volume settings. This car, I have to take my hands off the wheel. Again, I'm nitpicking. I have to take my hands off the wheel if I want to do anything at all. And in a car that's made in 2013, that's just stupid. I mean, just put the buttons on the wheel. I mean, later on in the later versions they did. I have one of the earlier models. I have a 2013. So I think it was in the 2016 or whenever they did they got rid of the FRS and made the GT86. That's when they put in the new steering wheel, when they did the refresh. Then the steering wheel has all the buttons and stuff like that to make you navigate the menus and all that kind of stuff. But this, they just kind of was like, yeah, here's a steering wheel and enjoy. So again, I really do like the car, but I am just being nitpicky about it. Just, you know, I have to find 5 things I don't like, and those are my 5 things. So the engine is something I don't really like. The infotainment system is something I really, really don't like. The rear seats, it needs a lift back. It doesn't, the trunk is, I don't know what they were thinking. And the steering wheel, which is just lazy, for a lack of better terms. They just, here's your airbag, here's your wheel, done. And you know, they could have done a little bit more than that. But again, it's a cheap car, so certain features aren't going to be there. But yeah, with that steering wheel, that's something you can put in, and it's not that expensive. I mean, even cheap little cars, I don't know, I don't even know a really cheap car anymore. Most cars are still 20 grand, which is not that cheap. So, but yeah, you get a bargain basement $20,000 car and has steering wheel controls. So I don't know why they did that. But again, those are the 5 things I don't really like. Just if you have any other things that you guys don't like, or something that I've missed that you don't like about it, leave a comment. Please subscribe, share it, and stay tuned. I got another video coming of 5 things I do like. So end on a happy note. All right, y'all be easy. Later.